Welcome to my childhood.
As you saw there, that's all it was I said, they're getting ready in the morning. That was the only direction.
That's going to be the title of my autobiography, A Constant Struggle with Charlotte.
That's how we film stuff. We're stood in the mirror, that's how we're starting, they're getting ready in the morning. Go.
And keep your camera rolling, because that's where the bloopers come from.
Yep. And then we just redo it again, and we keep it. We usually take about 5 to 6 takes of each scene. Any other questions? Good, end of panel.
This is actually a serious question, don't worry, I was going to prank my mom. So your style of editing has obviously evolved as you've gone along, and I was kind of wondering if you ever catch yourself watching actual films or anything, you go, okay, and trying to incorporate certain things as your editing or your filming, or if you've just sort of tried to ever, or want to try and do any certain styles, maybe it's like more film noir, just seeing a thing, or just trying to check something.
I do that constantly.
Yeah, well, I try to do that too, that's fine.
Sorry, you said noir, and I looked at Phelps and you just agreed. I know, I would love to. Like, it's less editing and more, I don't know if you get it, the sort of framing. Like, I see framing done. Like, I'd love to do quicker shots and sort of more split shots rather than a whole scene. Which is why I was so happy when we did the Amnesia ones, because it was so many new angles.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have done it as well if that one hadn't bullied me. Although Kelly did point out what a good actress Sasha is, because we filmed that entire Amnesia series down the caves. We were filming that entire series, and then we got to the editing bit. She was sat next to me while I was editing, and I was like, oh, which one do we think works best? And she went, I don't know, I don't even know what Amnesia's about. And yet she made directive decisions, character decisions. She did all of this because she just got it and she could act the part that I'd given her. So that's what a good actress and director Sasha is as well. Having put up with me being like, okay, he's an alien and he's insane and he's forgotten everything and he has to go kill him. Go.
Now get on the floor again.
Yeah.
You're saying that you do like every scene like 5 to 6 times. You do the editing. That means that until the video is actually out, you guys don't know what bit's going to be in the video.
And we get just as excited when the videos come in, we've got no idea.
Jack doesn't even tell me when they've been posted, so 3 days later I'm like, oh, well, there's a video of me.
Yeah, these guys live in the suspense of what's going to make it and what's not.
How stupid is Jack going to make us look this time?
One of the things I actually like to do is I like to leave it a while. And sometimes I get excited, I just want to edit it now, but sometimes I like to leave it like a week or 2 and then come back to it, because then you sort of see it with fresher eyes and you laugh at bits you wouldn't expect to laugh at. And then you discover things you don't think you would, like Tony singing, "Who is that soldier I see at Sad Monkey Bond?"
That's just because I was drunk. I don't remember doing it.
I do.
The only thing I remember is getting really excited about Mrs. Nesbit constantly. To the point Tony Stark's pronouns is now Mrs. Nesbit.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about reaching out to other YouTubers or skit makers on YouTube? Because I know that Markiplier would probably like to do it. He does skits all the time, and he wants to do more improv.
I don't think we could get Markiplier.
He's just nerdy as all of us.
But he also lives in America.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
What about any British ones? I know there's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's people like we've obviously met with like Fighting Dreamers, so Lucas and Jennings.
But that's more just because they're friends.
They just came over and were like, yeah, come with us to a convention.
I think that's the thing, is a lot of people who do that as like a cross-promotional thing, which is cool, but we've never been big on even promoting ourselves, so it's never something that's really crossed our mind. It's like, now we have fun with our buddies. Of course, if Markiplier said, I'd like to come over and film with you, we'd probably go, cool. But then we'd probably end up just douching around for a while, so. You used to do it when you first started, didn't you? You used to encourage other people to get involved in the show.
It was a good way to fun, because at that point I was alone. And I was just like, oh good, I'm just sat in my university room dressed up by myself. Wonderful.
Talking into a camera while people walk past your room in the corridor going,
So it's quite a good thing of, you know, putting up like, oh, if you like this comment below and I'll read out your comments in the next video and stuff. Or replying, you can do replies on each. I don't know if you do it anymore, you do replies to like YouTube.
I'm not sure they have the option anymore.
They used to.
I haven't seen that recently.
Hmm?
I haven't seen a reply.
Wow. You know, you can still sort of reply to one another. And that's good. Me too. Any other questions?
Okay, this is for everybody up there. What character would you like to play in each genre? What character would you like to play? And also, what character mirrors your own personality? And everyone up there.
James Potter mirrors my personality to a T. Who would I like to do the show? That's a tough one.
Yeah. Dragon Age.
It's a really tough
Yeah.
question.
People like oh, great.
I really want to do some Bioshock stuff.
Yeah.
Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock.
Bioshock.
There's 1 year. What else?
Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands. We are planning to do a Borderlands cosplay, and I love the characters from that, so that's probably up there because they're very extreme as well. And it means you can really push yourself to go full. You're going to go full crazy.
I'm so excited.
You're going to crank it up to 11 with that one.
I'm so excited to be
Yeah, that would be quite cool.
I know that was saying I wanted to, and I bought the costume for it and everything. I was going to do another weekly thing, and it was going to be weekly from Portal Weekly. So it was going to be like Humanoid Weekly from Portal doing updates. So I was going to do that to be a moron character again. Yay! Because I play moron very well.
Becky's down the end just like, I don't know. Summit.
Becky does what we tell her.
Yeah. Becky goes with the crowd. Becky, you're doing this now. Excellent. Becky, you're a crab in this. Why did you suddenly refer to crab? There you go. Becky wants to be a crab. Apparently.
You're a crab now.
One day she'll be
That's
a
all.
crab.
As long as there's food involved.
Sarah's one of the ones I've really enjoyed lately. Because she just gets to be crazy exciting. That's the character really interesting.
Just you. Yeah. Yeah.
Just, I like doing outlandish characters because it's just so much more fun. Also psychopaths.
Yeah, psychopath seems to be a theme for you. Crazies.
That's what it should be.
Cool. There's an awful. Anybody else? Cool, right, let's go. Oh, no. Sorry, we have one.
I was curious, how did you learn to do the, how to sync up like the flashing, like the texts on the Outlast videos when you guys are screaming in before?
When you say you guys, you mean me and Sasha.
Oh my god.
Sasha goes Sasha goes inward squeak. I go for or
Throwing the garlic bread at the screen.
what a waste.
It's basically, I have to have headphones on when Kelly goes insane. Because it's basically you have to just play the video, and when you hear the noise, you just drop the text above it, basically. You just have to keep listening, looping it, pressing spacebar to loop it, so you get the right timing, and you just literally shuffle the text so it appears at the right time. That's all there is to it. And yeah, if anyone edits, you know the pain of just hearing.
It drives me insane.
And that's why I don't like editing. So you sit there, just go, come on. Yes. One more Outlast to go. One more. Final.
What you want down there?
What your favorite editing technique? I mean, like what your favorite like cut is, like how to.
Okay, I can tell you that these two have their favourite editing techniques.
Oh my god.
So Sasha really likes it when you crash zoom on something. So, like, for example, we were frying some eggs in one of our videos and I zoomed the camera in really fast on the eggs and it just kills her.
Intense eggs!
Becky really likes it if I cut a loud noise off halfway through. So if someone's screaming and just gets strangled in the middle. So I do that consistently to make them laugh. That's all I'm really doing.
You're not doing it for anyone else, you're doing it for us.
Crash zoom.
Crash zoom on bees.
Yeah, I think it's just on
Oh, the bees!
By the way, so Sasha must crash zoom. So Sasha has the camera at the moment.
Fine. I'm alone, just you and me. Alright. Gonna date. Yay. No, ignore her. I mean, look at the view. Look at the view, Alan. Then let's get a shot. Perfect, isn't it? All of that we can share together. Oh, my maker, I turn my back for 1 minute. Are you dealing in elf fruit? Not to a scan.
There's one really weird, I don't know if it's really an editing technique, but it's something that I've been trying to get Jack to do for ages, and we've never come up with an idea that works for it.
Oh my god.
You know when you read the sort of the old Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure, where you choose what you want to do and you turn to the page? For ages, I've wanted to do something like that with YouTube, where it gets to the end and it comes up with two boxes, because you know you can click on things in the video, and you click on the way you want the story to go, and you click on that and it will take you to another video to continue the story. I've wanted us to do one of those for ages, and we cannot think of something that works for it. It will happen one day, but we need to be hit with the inspiration.
You have options in Borderlands.
It tells us Borderlands you do.
Yeah.
I like your style. So yeah, that's something that will happen. Wanted to do that for ages. And that's because I saw the vlog brothers do it. Oh, hello, Mosh. The dog is awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a Vlog Brothers video years ago where they did that. I can't even remember what the video was about. And I loved it. And I've ever since then wanted to do that. One day.
Yeah. That's the same as me when I was.
Yes, hands.
Along the same lines as that thing, there's actually this group of cosplayers. They're called Star Kid. They are fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one that they did that was fully improv with audience input about the Oregon Trail?
The Trail of Oregon.
Oh, God.
Trail of Oregon. It was
You need to see
so
it.
good.
It's
So good.
literally, they brought the Oregon Trail cheesy video game we all had to play in elementary school, and they put it on stage.
It's made it a musical.
No idea what that is.
Yeah, they made it a musical.
As you go down the Oregon Trail.
What is how they sensitize you to death?
It's also a musical.
Family is first.
Choose the name of the family, choose the last name, give them what their background is, and then they go along with the story, and we choose
There's
one
like
of the
five,
family
there's like
members.
five different.
When we were kids, we used to read books called Spot the Dog, which was about a puppy. You guys played games about dysentery. I could see where it all went wrong.
1776, cut them off, cut them off, cut them off!
They're obsessed with dysentery. Wow.
How much more complicated is it to do filming outdoors in public? Do you have problems with people, or what's the biggest problem you face when doing outdoor filming?
Getting told off by a priest. Greenwich Palace, where we filmed The Marauders, is also they've got a cathedral section there. And the place where we film is very close by to it. And as we were doing our thing, running up and down like children, I don't think he was actually a priest, but he was definitely one of the sort of usher type.
Yeah.
I don't know priest jobs. He was a churchman worker thing. Came out and told us off saying people are trying to praise on Sunday. We're like, I'm sorry, we're wizards, we don't know these things. Sort of us with wands out like. That was awkward. Oh, and getting kicked off places by the police when we were younger, that was fun too.
Yeah, we filmed one of our CMVs in an abandoned mental asylum. And so the first time we went there to do some filming for some other thing ages ago, we got stopped and they said, I'm sorry, we see you've got a camera, we've had some bad press recently, you can't come here. And the second time we're like, we're going to sneak in the back. Just an abandoned asylum, and there were signs up everywhere, you know, you get like, beware of the guard dog signs, do not trespass, we're like, it'll be fine. As we're filming, just like, ruff, ruff, ruff. Oh my god, I can hear the Rottweilers. Like, quickly get the shot, let's move, quickly. So that was a bit of a problem. Rottweilers, that's a big problem for outdoors.
No, that's a big problem for trespassing. There's a big difference to being outside and trespassing.
Public footpath of sorts.
We had to go over a fence and over a ditch.
Oh, it was a parkour footpath.
It was worth it for the video.
Do it for the vibe. That was Kingdom Come.
Oh my god, such a great video.
Thank you very much.
Back to the kids.
Kind of just something I've done on my own research. You can actually just go download these forms that are location release forms, and they look all official and stuff. And you just take it to whoever you want to build on their property.
Excellent fraud.
We are not saying this, it's the gentleman in the audience, not us, alright?
However,
And if it looks all official and stuff, they'll usually, put information on it and allow you to film wherever you want.
I have to be honest, I do a lot of filming for work as well, and it's not actually that hard to get permission to film places.
Yeah.
If you send an email to the right people and say, can I film here on this day, this is what we're doing, we won't bother anyone, they will just most likely come back and say, oh, probably not that day, but how about this day? Send you a slip and you're away. It's really not that hard. Noise
but
is
if all else
probably
fails,
from
fraud.
Agent Carter.
So when you guys do Let's Plays, how do you do the screen capture and putting your face on so like doing the face cam as well?
I was recommended a piece of software called Bandicam, B-A-N-D-I Cam. And there is an option on that which is picture-in-picture. So we'll have, it records the screen as a screen capture on one, and then if you have a webcam or a secondary camera, it will record that at the same time, and you can decide how big that video is, where it's positioned, and stuff like that. That's how we do it. Jack does it a little bit differently. He physically films on his camera our faces, and then layers that into the video with his editing software. I don't like doing that. I do it the easy way.
If you're using a console, there's a piece of equipment called a game capture, which you plug it in the middle of the cables between your laptop and the console, and it basically just streams what goes onto your screen into your laptop as well. Significantly, because it gets really easy to use. So that's for like PS4, Xbox 360, whatever you use.
Cool. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you need we need X amount of people for this video, and you get everyone in the same fandom to do it, or if you be like, hey you don't know anything about this, here's your character, go.
With Sasha, yes.
Yeah, we came to the Dragon Age question panel we get the new character one. Sasha's never played Dragon Age or does, but we were like, you're Meryl, go. So But the way that we would, because we're quite lucky in the fact that we do parodies, it's quite easy we're getting away with just taking extremeness and saying, you don't need to know Mara's background, you need to know she's a victim in her head. Yeah, you give them like 3 character traits and go with that. And then you sort of develop your own.
They essentially said, "You're Brick from Anchorman. Go."
So
I think the only time we've ever done a free sort of open casting thing was when we were filming our Party Rock Left 4 Dead video. And for that, it was literally a case of we said, right, on this day of this convention, we're going to be filming a zombie video. If anyone wants to come dressed as zombies or any random Left 4 Dead related things, just come along. You don't need to know what you're doing, you don't need to know the game, we'll fix you up. That was quite cool. We had, what, 50 zombies turn up for that or something crazy? Yeah. Apart from that, I think we all generally sort of know what we're doing, I say. That comes out far more knowing than I meant it to.
You know what we're doing? Screaming inside. Tina, did you have a question?
So you guys kind of answered it, I guess, in a way. What has been your absolute favorite film location and why? I mean, you said this silent. I figured that was the top, but maybe
Not my favourite.
Oh,
I don't particularly like being chased by a rock.
Dan, cancel a birthday plan.
Houses, because you don't have to go anywhere.
That's boring.
No.
I loved where we filmed the first Cherrick video.
Hewington Manor.
Oh,
So
gorgeous.
God. Yeah, Hewington Manor. Down the cave, because I don't spend enough time in a cave.
The cave is horrible to light. It's
Yeah.
really hard.
Really hard to like.
My favourite one's just because it was stupid. Our friend Peyton invited us to stay at her parents' summer house on the coast. And it was the first time we'd ever properly filmed as the Avengers. That's the time I got stuck in a bathtub. That's my favourite because A, it was a place we'd never been before, so everything was new and amazing. And it was the first time we'd done it, so it was just a good memories thing.
Yeah.
As far as filming goes, it was the same as any other sort of apartment. You know, I don't usually get trapped in bathtubs, admittedly, but there was that. So, yeah, that's my favourite. Very first Avengers video, that was.
Yeah.
We like big plain living rooms that you can dress up however you want. We just use one room and just change the decoration constantly and make it look like it's totally
Is any other questions? Two? Oh, hey.
I don't know if England has any of them, but in some countries in Asia, in Canada and US, YouTube is opening offices that
Oh,
are
yeah,
just
they're
like
doing
big
studios, aren't
open rooms that you can set up, or they will set up with what you need. If you guys have YouTube spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
I
something.
think they're trying to
And like they'll just give you the room and be like, how many hours, and just put you down.
because you're making money from them anyway, so it's a good idea.
One in Central London, a YouTube space. It's yes. It's YouTube I've watched.
We'll get some fraudulent papers.
You don't even need papers, you just be like, can I use a room this day?
No, we'll definitely take forward.
I think the rule is that you have to have a certain number of subscribers to get in or something.
No?
You guys know.
It's
Like
100,000.
new channels can even go get a room.
Awesome.
Go get it.
Let's go get it.
Let's do it.
Well, it's because one of my friends used the one in Toronto just like recently. They were like, they thought they'd have to spend like hundreds of dollars. They
I
were
thought
like,
it was.
here's an hour time slot.
Awesome. Well, now we know. Fraudulent papers. Any other questions? No? Do you want to maybe chuck a video on? 3 minutes? So as long as we have the low retention video?
Suggestions to. I don't know what.
Story time.
What about the most recent
The Hobbit one's good.
SAR?
No.
The Welcome to Night Vale music video you did was quite good.
Oh,
Nice.
welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah, just editing wise, that was quite a good video. Rather than people just laughing at us for being fools. Nice. Yeah.
The song we filmed in like 40 minutes. A cover song.
Pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Yours was
Thank you for stopping it before the really gross, sappy bit. I knew what was coming. Stopping it there. Cool. Yeah, that's about all we've got time for, guys. We've got another panel in an hour.
Yeah.
Over in the massive room over there again. So yeah, thank you for
And in character one, Avengers in character one.
Yeah.